All right, we're back in action.
Okay, we're good?
We're good.
We're good. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, you too.
Seriously. Why is it so hard to make a damn video? Could it be because we're retarded?
No. We haven't gone full retard yet.
You never go full retard.
Never go full. Words to live by.
Words to live by. Is this my beer?
Yes.
Okay. Whew. Thank goodness.
If nothing else, that'll be good for keeping track of which one is your beer.
Not that we encourage drinking on the job.
Weekend.
It's the weekend. Oh man. I've been trying to make a video, and like the new video camera that I bought, it was like, oh, I'm only going to give you 30 minutes record time, and oh, by the way, battery's dead. Like, wow, that was great. Awesome.
Super.
Yeah. So, cool. So it's good for recording 30 minutes of video, period. And then you're done. So, first take better be the best take, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Better be.
Better be. Yeah. What is this mad science you're doing here?
Well, I'm using electrical currents to color titanium.
Ah.
I believe the process is called anodization?
Anodization is actually a made-up word.
Like that's ever stopped you before.
Technically, it's a anodic oxidation. But people syncopated those words and just called it anodization. Because anodization usually it's supposed to refer to aluminum. And process used to color aluminum. But so this is slightly different. It's anodic oxidation. But hell, I'm not driving. Well, I love people who are like, can you heat anodize it? It's one of my little pet peeves. It's like, I cannot heat anodize it because there's no such thing. Is that using electricity to create heat? So
Well, it definitely does create some heat.
yeah, it gets a little toast, especially in the higher voltages.
Yeah, the bronze, not so much. But that's like 15.
The man, he knew. The girl, not so much. So what you're looking at is actually a BAK scale. And so we've had people contact us and be like, hey, if I get one of the plain BAKs from Blade HQ, will you guys anodize it? And we said, sure, but, we can't do it for free because it's time out of my day, and my time can't be free because I'm the guy that makes this stuff that pays the bills. And so I was like, you know what? I'm like, why don't we just give Jake a call and run this by him? And so I said, hey, dude. That's usually how I approach all people. Hey, dude.
What's up, dude?
What's up, dude? I was like, so, Jake, I couldn't help but notice that the stonewash ones are sort of stalled out, and I think it's because people saw the anodized ones and liked them a lot. I'm like, how about we do this? How about you send them back to me, and I'll anodize them, and then send them back to you? And that way there's more colorful ones, because people seem to like color ones, especially bronze. That sold out, like, instantly. And Jake liked this idea. And in that way, people don't have to pay me extra money. Saving you money. So, we're doing 2 bronze, 2 green, and 1 blue. And this should be back in the mail tomorrow, actually. So they'll be back on Blade HQ's site, probably middle of the week. The BAKs are a pretty sweet knife.
Really? Do you want one?
Yes, I want one real bad, actually.
So every time he handles a BAK, or looks at a BAK, or thinks about a BAK, or smells a BAK, or anything BAK, I really need a BAK.
I really do.
Every time. You could rectify that problem.
Well, not really. I don't have a way to cut them. I'd have to do it from scratch, and I just don't have the time to do that. Because...
Segway!
You like that? I don't have a toy Mac anymore. And we're going to be at least 2.5 to 3 months before I get the Haasman email in here. So, I'm going to be without a CNC. I feel naked. But not really. I've been making knives by hand for so long that it's second nature. So, with that being said, that means that things are going a little tiny bit slower. But not too bad. What's happening right now is that the S125E blades for models 4 and 5, the Phantom and the Spectre, they're getting precision ground. And my precision grinder, he was just working away, just grinding away, and all of a sudden he didn't have any wheel left on his grinder. And he went, what the hell? And so I get the call that no knife maker wants to get, hey, yeah, so your blades, they're not done, and they're kind of funky. And I was like, oh, God almighty, no. Please don't screw up $2,000 worth of material. I'm laughing because I'm actually crying inside. But he hadn't really screwed them up yet, and so he actually had to send them out to somebody else. Because S125B is really wear resistant. Even in the annealed state, it's both hard and wear resistant. It's a unique and special material. I'm sort of a glutton for actually using it, a punishment for using it. It's crazy. But so hopefully I'll have those back. Jeez, by the end of next week, that'd be great.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Let's make knives.
Let's make time. Good grief. I have to comment on it again. That sweet porn stash you've got working.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look at that thing.
Makes my dick 2 inches longer.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
It's a fact, dude. Why do you think they all had mustaches?
Is that Tom Selleck's secret? And Burt Reynolds?
I cannot. I can neither confirm nor deny that. I might get killed.
Okay. Right, moving along.
Tom Selleck and Burt Reynolds don't want their secrets to be.
Moving along. Wow. So, essentially we're looking at having Model 4 ready by the end of April. Assuming things continue to go to plan. Who knows? So I'll have those. I think, like half of them are going to go to a dealer and half we're going to keep here, I think.
Be on the website?
That's the plan, is to actually have knives
available?
available on the available page. It's a novel concept. I hear other people do it from time to time, so I'm going to try and do it. Seems like a good plan. Because we're at a point, business-wise, where we don't need deposits or anymore or anything like that. We have enough capital and cash flow to just be able to make knives and then, hopefully sell them. For now, we'll see how it goes. We'll probably do the same thing with Model 5. We'll send a little bit out there into the world, and then we'll keep a little bit here. We'll probably do half and half. And then the next model on the docket, once we get through and I wish I had the freaking prototypes here to show you, but the Model 5 prototype is out of the machine shop. The guy's looking at it, giving me some quotes on doing some work for me since I don't have a CNC anymore. And I made a blade for this, and I heat treated it and destroyed it in heat treat. So it's my Spectre. It's got one of those. It's got an invisible blade.
Whoa!
Yes! New thing, new tech. Yeah.
Some space age shit right there.
Right? So, theoretically I can make another one, but I don't know. So these are some of the prototypes for Model 5. We're not going to do the small one. I want to go back to a bigger knife, especially with a cool Tonto blade, so we're going to go with that for Model 5. Beastly Tonto. Probably won't do this little thing here. I was just screwing around when I was grinding it, but Beastly Tonto. Fairly ergonomic handle. I'm going to carry this one around for a little bit, see how I like it. I think I will, though. Likely blade steel for Model 6, and it's going to be called the Archon. That means ruler, basically, in Greek. And I'm excited about this. This is going to be a cool knife. Probably 20 CV for the blade steel. Full tie. We'll probably... I really like bronze for some reason. I'm in a bronze mood, so we'll probably do bronze. I might end up doing some kind of machining on the handle. We'll see how it goes. See what I feel like doing. But that should be nice. Probably price pointing in the... Who knows? It's hard to say. It depends on how things go with things. Because I say, oh yeah, we'll do it at this price point, and then, I change my mind and decide to add a bunch of machining in here, and that costs more money to do. So who knows? Pretty much from this point out, all model run and custom knives from me are going to run on ceramic bearings, just because I like them. So it'll be ceramic bearings, lock bar inserts, rolling detent, the whole shebang, milled clips, with hidden screws. Apparently people like that. The other thing I'm pretty happy to announce, and this is gonna take some months to get rocking and rolling here, but we're gonna do what I originally wanted to do with the Pretium, but got so sick of making it that I'll never make it again. We're gonna do like a real live like midtech, like a real one, where it's not midtech but mostly custom, where Elliot's doing 7 hours of handwork on a knife. So we should like an initial run of these is going to be at least 200, so there'll be a lot of them, and I'm going to attempt, and the whole goal of this is to be able to produce a nice knife at the basically in the $400 price range again, and not lose our asses on it this time. Actually make money. Novel concept, right? Huh? So they'll be full tie again because I like full tie. Probably this thick tie too. Probably 160 thou ish. They'll run on bearings. They'll probably have some kind of steel insert. Probably not a rolling detent though. Probably just use a regular detent. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do for blade steel. I like this blade shape. It's a really useful blade shape. Basically, it's the Pretium blade shape with a little bit more belly to it. And then obviously I did a much more ergonomic handle. And changed the sort of handle to blade ratio, because there were people whining about that.
Whining.
Yeah, well, I mean, because it's really important to the function of a knife. Let's not have knives that have nice full handles for you to grab onto. I mean, I get it from an aesthetic point of view, but you gotta remember, my first thought is function.
As well it should be.
Right?
What's a nice job?
Right, I want it to feel good in your hand, and I want you to be able to do stuff with it. That's kind of why I started making knives. Fit in the hand, and usually it's my hand too, when I'm talking about little hand people. Fit in my hand, where I can take it out, get a full handful of knife, and do some work.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, even when we drop down in size, like the Phantom and the Spectre, I mean, the handle is still designed to fit fully and completely in my hand. Get a full 4-finger and a thumb grip around it. And that's kind of the point. And I want it to feel good too. I don't want it poking me and shit like that. Hate that.
Yeah.
Just saying. Am I invisible?
blade.
So let's see, what else we got shaking around here? I got some Radeons I'm gonna get close. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to get them done today, but at least one I want to get done today. Do I have? Yeah, I can machine it all today. Got some blades ready, and I got a stack more, 5 more that need to be heat treated. I got this weird one. I'll probably make this for myself and carry it. The weird double fuller. Thank you, Tormac.
Did it do it on the other side too?
Nope, just that side.
Okay.
I just randomly said, I'm just going to drop down 20,000. No big deal. Thank you.
No problem.
I got one extra blank, so I'll manually machine that one and grind it. Look at you.
I want to show it off.
Look at you. He's all proud of himself. So one of the things that I made the apprentice do is I said, okay, right, you wanna be a knife maker, right? You gotta actually make a goddamn knife. So we had to design it, cut it out with the CNC. So we had to design it in CAD. He had to run the CNC to produce it, and then he had to do all the other shit to it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I suppose I had to help out with, namely the grinds.
The grinds.
Yeah, we had to rescue him a little bit there. He's getting some interesting faceting and some crazy ass plunges. It's difficult though, isn't it?
It's very difficult. You think you're good, and then you look at it and you're like,
But, I mean, it is a fully functional flipper at this point. Nice detent, good lockup. Flies out. Not bad shape. Finishes are a little gooky.
It's been in my pocket.
Not a retarded blade shape. Useful. Centered, huh? My apprentice can center a knife. Why can't you? Just saying. Ooh, was that bad? I don't know. I shouldn't talk. Some of mine go off center sometimes. But usually you just tighten the pivot screw back and
Pops right back in.
Whammy. It's good. It's got good action. Yeah, you pass. Way to steal one of my BAK clips. So, hey, you know, that's why I cut extras.
You're right. Mm-hmm. Well, I believe I said, hey, where's a little chunk of tie that I can turn into a pocket clip? And you said, here, how about that?
Here you go. Well, it was one of the smartest things I ever did was actually just have blanks cut. I mean, we had extra room on the sheet, and I was just like, why don't I just cut some blanks? That way I always have pocket clips instead of having to cut tie and shape tie for every clip I want to make. A little bit faster, a little smarter. A little bit, just saying. So, I mean, we're kind of in this weird kind of limbo. But it's nice because that way I can finally do some of the stuff that I've been wanting to do, like, you know, get the prototype stuff done, you know, get some stuff out to some of my dealers that have been waiting for a long time. Sorry, Don. Fix pretiums. Get Special Forces guys their knives. And get some more stuff out there. I mean, obviously I want to be selling knives to, you know, my people, but I do need relationships with dealers because if I'm going to be making, you know, at a minimum 200 of those of midtechs, I mean, I got to be able to move lots of knives around. And so, like, you'll see this knife. Let's go to the natural light. This is going to go to Steel Addiction. It's pretty nice. I like this one. It's very snappy. Snappy. Wait for it. Ooh. So, look at that guy out there. Show you some Special Forces BAKs. One of the things I like about being a knife maker is I get to meet cool people from aggressive walks of life. So it's a lefty V-ground BAK for a guy who's a Special Forces medic. A lefty. I hate lefties. God, they're a pain in my ass to make. But it's a sweet knife. Hell, I'd carry it. Even as a lefty.
Really?
Really, I would. What other stuff they got in the works here? How's that? Inspect what you've done here.
It's got some blue A little more blue coming through than the other one.
I actually don't like this.
No?
No.
Okay.
I would say just reclamp it real quick and try and hit this area. You might have to take the pivot out because it's a little too blue. But let's check it out first. Yeah. Lovely lock up. Number 20, huh? I remember you. Damn. Would it be bad if I just kept one? Just like, sorry, Jake, I kept one.
Thanks for buying me my own knife.
I'd totally pay him for it. Flick it out. Oh, guess what's in the frame?
Give me the knife.
Sorry. I think we've talked about everything I want to talk about. Model 4 coming out at the end of April. Model 5 about 2 or 3 weeks after that. So that's in May. Model 6, the Archon, coming out in June-ish. And we'll probably be able to get stuff out a little faster because the apprentice is going to work here full time now. So, I mean, I have about half the material for the Archon here already. I got tie for it. I just got to get steel. I actually have pocket clips ready for it already too, which is cool because I've been cutting a lot of extra parts. So when I got a big full sheet of titanium, a couple grand worth of titanium out at Waterjet, I usually have them cut me extra stuff, like pocket clips, things that I use often. I'm just gonna voyeuristically watch him do his thing here and see if he does a nice job. Well, go about your business. We're just, here. Just saying. Yeah, don't mind us. But that's what's up around here. I mean, we're just making knives. It's what I do. It's what I like to do. That's why I started a knife making company. Was there anything else that I was going to talk about?
Dude, I don't know.
Shit. I mean, well, this is what, like third, fourth time I tried to do this video, and yeah, no big deal, right? Is there anything I'm excited about? No, nothing.
No.
No, I got nothing. Drawing the blank here.
And
there's got to be some. There, it's like right on top of my head. Like there's rich and compelling video, and it's right.
Don't hurt yourself.
Is there steam coming out of my ears?
A little bit.
Pity. Damn it. How we doing?
Feeling better?
Oh, I like that much better. We don't need it. We need blue in there. Whoa, come back here. What's this right here?
Yeah, just saw that.
Well, hit it again.
It's an accent.
It's an accent. That is the joy of stylus Anna. There it is. It didn't, but there's a little. Yeah, fix it. So I announced. Did I announce that? I talked about the production knife.
Yes.
Well, midtech basically.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
I'm pretty excited to be able to do that again. I mean, I've always wanted to have a knife that was, in that $400 price range. But it's difficult to make that happen in the United States of America. Very difficult. I mean, But I think I'm a little different than a lot of knife makers because I actually know how much like every part of one of my knives costs in terms of what the raw material on it costs, what the machine time on it costs, what the finish time on it costs. Because as much as I'm interested in making cool knives, I also want to have a company that doesn't go bankrupt, and one that I can actually support my family with. Even my bro beans over there. Yeah. So, realistically, it's very challenging to be producing a knife in the $400 price range out of materials like titanium here in the U.S. because machine time, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again, and always say it. The material cost in a knife is usually, unless you start talking about exotic things, is usually only 10-20% of a knife cost. What you're really paying for is time. You're paying for the machine time. You're paying for the fit-up time, the finish time. You're paying for time, whether it's my time or it's a machine's time, because machines don't run for free. The machine itself costs money. The electricity, if you run that machine, costs money. The consumables that machine uses cost money. It all costs money. And it's often difficult to explain to people that don't run machinery, that don't make things like actual physical, tangible things. It's not cheap by any stretch of the imagination, and we've become a little spoiled in America because we're used to having fairly cheap disposable products that are made in other places like China, where there's little to no labor cost involved in producing a product. So essentially, I mean, and I've had this discussion with material distributors and things like that, and other machine places where you can get a full titanium knife, a titanium handled knife, with a reasonable blade steel. You can get that made in China for $40-50, and that's at the high end, and you just can't make that here. That's 50%, 50% material, 50% machine cost, and it doesn't exist here in the States. So I don't ever foresee us having stuff outsourced to China, but it's expensive to make things here, and it's unfortunate that people don't see that sometimes.
America.
I mean, we can use the job you just left as an example. I mean, so they have a $50,000 a month overhead, right? They make window shades, right? They're not using titanium.
No, we
expensive stainless steels.
titanium.
No, I mean it's basically aluminum and plastic.
Huh?
Hmm?
Some sort of steel in the spring.
So, I mean, $50,000 a month in overhead. I need you to think about that. Our overhead's significantly lower, but that's because there's me and Mark, and soon it'll be him. And we don't have that much machinery here. We don't consume that much power. But overhead is still very real. And the other thing people don't realize is that this is a real business. I have business licenses and insurance costs, right? And space that I have to rent. And that power bill is not cheap, let me tell you. Especially when you're doing things like running that power sucker right there. I can tell when I've done a lot of heat treat in a month because our power bill is usually twice what it normally is. And I track these sort of things because I care.
As well you should.
Mm-hmm. Because inevitably, the failure and or success of Fair and Forged Knife Works basically depends on me. Me right down to it.
For now.
Well, I mean, as long as I stay the CEO, I think it will always kind of depend on me.
Well, as the one who's making decisions, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll always make knives. Always.
Number 8.
Ooh, lucky number 8. Ooh.
Yeah, I do kind of one of these too.
They're sick, right?
It's like
Once you put it in your hand, you're just like, oh shit.
I'm not a particular fan of really big knives.
The thing is, this one doesn't carry like a big knife either. I mean, I carried the Proto, the second Proto, and loved it.
It's scratched up.
Scratched up? Or is it just from Stonewash?
No, that's not a stonewash. Nick,
Let me inspect this. Oh. What's been going on with you, my little chalupa? Well, this is the one that I did blasted pivot hardware on. I mean, they were all a little different. I mean, you know, I hate making the same thing over and over again, but... Ooh.
This one's gonna be blue.
Blue?
Blue.
You're my boy, Blue. Damn. Huh?
Are we still on the third video attempt?
I think so.
This is not good. They're all starting to blend together again.
Yeah. God, I love these. Damn. Sure. Next time I use thick titanium, remind me
Make yourself one.
to have some BAK skills water jetted for me and you, maybe. I mean, because if they're sitting here, eventually I'll make them. Eventually.
It's a good thing to know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. La 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 la. Well, you know, like sometimes you'll see, right, when we're putting together a model run, right? Eventually you just get so goddamn sick of doing the same thing, you're like, I gotta do something else, otherwise I'm gonna go insane. And like people ask me like, well, how do you work so much and like not go batshit crazy? It's like, well, because when I get tired of doing something, I don't do it anymore. And I do something more interesting, something that I want to do.
I'm gonna stop you there. You are batshit crazy.
What? True.
But
Touche.
don't let the calm exterior fool you. Inside that head is chaos. Got the crazy eyes. Oh boy. It's gonna be an interesting rest of the afternoon now.
Wait, what? Bro, I'm hungry.
You hungry?
Are we doing dinner tonight? We should go try that sushi place.
Big ZD.
Don't ditch me for baked ziti. That'll be there in the morning, and you know it.
It's true. It's gonna be delicious.
And you can bring it with you to work tomorrow.
Oh, I see what's going on here.
Wait, what?
Huh?
It'll be like living at home again, huh? Be like being a teenager again. Hoorah.